Right, let's talk burgers. Not those flat, sad patties you get from a frozen box. No, we are talking about a proper, juicy, life-changing burger. A burger that makes you close your eyes when you take the first bite. This isn't just about slapping some meat between two bits of bread. Oh no. This is about passion. This is about respect for the ingredients. It's about creating something truly, utterly, bloody brilliant. So, wake up and pay attention. A good burger is a work of art. It's a symphony of flavors and textures. The savory meat, the fresh crunch of the lettuce, the sweetness of the tomato, the tang of the pickle, all held together by a perfectly toasted bun. Get one part wrong, and the whole thing collapses. It becomes a mess, a disaster, and we don't do disasters here. We aim for perfection, always. So get your head in the game. This is important. Why all this fuss for a burger, you ask? Are you serious? A burger is a cornerstone. It's comfort food elevated. It's a simple pleasure done extraordinarily well. When you make a burger from scratch, you control everything. The quality, the flavor, the size. You're not just cooking, you're crafting, you're building, you're putting your heart into it, and people can taste that. They can taste the effort, they can taste the love, believe it or not. So forget everything you thought you knew about burgers. Clear your mind of those takeaway nightmares. We are going on a journey to create the ultimate burger. The kind of burger that would make angels weep. The kind of burger that would get a standing ovation. Are you ready? Are you focused? Good. Because this is where the real work, the real magic begins. Don't you dare disappoint me. Let's go. First things first. Ingredients. If you start with rubbish, you'll end up with rubbish. It's that simple. You want a brilliant burger? You need brilliant ingredients. Freshness is not a suggestion, it's a command. Quality is not optional, it's essential. So, open your ears and listen carefully. This is where champions are made, right at the start. Don't be a bloody idiot and skimp on this part. It's crucial. Let's talk meat. This is the star of the show, the heart of your burger. You need good beef. Something with flavor, something with fat. Fat is flavor, remember that. Don't go for lean mince, you'll end up with a dry, tasteless puck. Dreadful. Look for chuck steak or brisket or even short rib. A good blend is fantastic. Aim for about 20% fat content. That's the sweet spot for a juicy, delicious patty. Ask your butcher. A good butcher is your best friend. Next, the bun. Oh, the bun. So many people get this wrong. It's not just a vehicle for the meat, it's part of the experience. It needs to be soft but sturdy enough to hold everything together. No flimsy, cheap buns that fall apart when you look at them. Useless. A brioche bun is a great choice with its rich, buttery flavor. A good quality potato roll works wonders too. Something with a bit of character. We'll toast it later, of course. And the vegetables? Fresh, crisp, vibrant. Your lettuce should snap. Not be limp and sad like it's given up on life. Iceberg or romaine, nice and crunchy. Your tomatoes, ripe, red, and full of flavor. Not those pale, watery excuses for tomatoes. Sliced properly. Your onions? Red onions are great for a bit of sharpness. Raw or thinly sliced. Or maybe some sweet caramelized onions, but fresh, always fresh. Get this right and you're halfway there. Right, you've got your beautiful cuts of beef. Now what? You're not going to use that pre-ground mince from the supermarket, are you? Don't be lazy. Grinding your own meat is a game changer. It gives you control over the texture, the fat content, and most importantly, the freshness. It takes your burger from good to absolutely bloody spectacular. This is how professionals do it. This is how do it. So roll up your sleeves. You'll need a meat grinder. A good, sturdy one. It doesn't have to be a massive industrial machine. A decent countertop model will do. The key is to keep everything cold. Your meat, your grinder attachments, pop them in the freezer for a bit before you start. Why? Because cold meat and cold equipment prevent the fat from smearing. Smearing fat means a dense, tough burger, and we don't want that. We want tender. We want juicy. Cut your beef into 1 or 2 inch cubes. Make sure it's well chilled, almost frozen. This helps it go through the grinder cleanly. Now feed the cubes into your grinder, don't force it. Let the machine do the work. You can grind it once for a coarser texture, which some people love, or grind it twice for a finer, more uniform texture. I often prefer a single grind for that steak-like bite, but experiment, see what you prefer. Just don't overwork the meat. Once it's ground, handle it gently. Very gently. Your freshly ground mince is delicate. If you mess about with it too much, if you compress it, you'll ruin all that lovely texture you just created. You'll end up with a tough patty. And that, my friend, is a culinary crime. So treat it with respect. This beautiful fresh mince is the soul of your burger. Don't you dare ruin it, get it right. So, you've ground your meat. Beautiful. Smells good, doesn't it? Fresh. Now we shape the patties. And no, you don't just squash it into a ball and flatten it like a bloody pancake. There's a technique to this. A way to get that perfect shape, that perfect thickness that cooks evenly and stays juicy. This is where amateurs fail, but you're not an amateur, are you? No. You're learning from the best. So listen up. First, portion your mince. About 6 ounces or 170 grams is a good size for a substantial burger. Don't guess. Use a scale if you have to. Consistency is key. Gently, and I mean gently, form the mince into a loose ball. Then flatten it into a patty. Make it about an inch thick. And here's a crucial tip. Make the patty slightly wider than your bun. Why? Because it will shrink when it cooks. Basic physics, people. And now, the secret weapon. The dimple. Yes, a dimple. Use your thumb or the back of a spoon to press a shallow indent into the center of each patty. About half an inch deep. What's this for, you ask? It stops the burger from plumping up in the middle like a football when it cooks. It helps it stay nice and flat. A flat burger cooks evenly. A flat burger sits better in the bun. It's a small detail, but it makes a massive difference. Don't overwork the meat when you're shaping. The more you handle it, the tougher it gets. Be firm, but gentle. You want the mince to be just combined, not a dense, compacted brick. Once your patties are formed, with their little dimples, place them on a tray lined with parchment paper. Cover them and chill them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. This helps them hold their shape when they hit the heat. Patience. It pays off. Section 5. Seasoning secrets. Flavor, bloody flavor. Right, your patties are chilled. They're perfectly formed, looking good. But now, we need to talk about flavor. The most important F word in the kitchen, seasoning. This is not the time to be shy. This is not the time to be timid. A well-seasoned burger is a happy burger. An unseasoned burger is a bland, forgettable tragedy. And we don't do tragedies here. We do triumphs. So, let's get this right. It's simple, but absolutely vital. What do we use? Salt and pepper. Good quality sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. That's it. That's your foundation. For a truly great burger where the quality of the beef shines through, you don't need to complicate things with a million different spices. Keep it simple. Keep it classic. The meat is the star. The seasoning is there to enhance it, to make it sing. Not to mask it or confuse your palate with too much nonsense. When do you season? This is important. Listen, you season your patties just before they go on the grill, or in the pan, not hours before. Why? Because salt draws out moisture. If you salt them too early, you'll end up with a dry burger. And dry burgers are a crime against humanity. So take your chilled patties out of the fridge. Season one side generously with salt and pepper. Then it's straight to the heat. Season the other side once it's cooking. Be generous, I mean it. Don't be afraid of the salt. Meat needs salt, especially a thick, juicy burger patty. It brings out all those beautiful beefy flavors. Sprinkle it evenly. Same with the pepper. Freshly cracked always. It has so much more aroma, so much more punch than that pre-ground dust. This simple step done correctly will elevate your burger from decent to divine, so season it like you mean it. Flavor. Section 6. Grilling glory. Cook it, don't cremate it, you donkey. The moment of truth. Cooking the patty. This is where the magic happens. Or, if you're a bloody idiot, where disaster strikes. We want a beautifully charred exterior and a juicy, perfectly cooked interior, not a burnt offering or a raw mess. So, pay attention. Get your grill or your pan screaming hot. Yes, screaming hot. High heat is essential for that gorgeous sear, that Maillard reaction that creates all that incredible flavor. Don't be scared of the heat, control it. Place your seasoned patties on the hot grill or in the hot, lightly oiled pan, and then, don't touch them, leave them alone. Let them cook, let them develop that beautiful crust. Resist the urge to poke them, prod them, or press down on them with a spatula. What are you, an idiot sandwich? Pressing down on the patty squeezes out all those precious juices. All that flavor. You'll end up with a dry, tough burger. So hands off, let the heat do its work. How long do you cook them? It depends on how you like your burger. For a medium rare, juicy burger, about 3 to 4 minutes per side should do it. For a 1-inch thick patty, flip it only once. One single, decisive flip. Get those beautiful grill marks. If you want cheese, and let's be honest, who doesn't want cheese? Add a slice on top of the patty during the last minute of cooking. Let it melt all oozy and delicious, beautiful. Use a thermometer if you're unsure. It's the best way to guarantee perfection. For medium rare, aim for an internal temperature of about 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. For medium, 140 to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't overcook it. A well-done burger is a sad, dry thing. Once cooked, take the patties off the heat and let them rest for a few minutes, just like a good steak. This allows the juices to redistribute, making the burger even more succulent. Don't skip this step, it's vital. Section 7. The bun, it's the throne for your burger, understand? Alright, your patties are resting, looking magnificent, juicy, smelling incredible. But the job's not done yet. We need to talk about the bun, the humble bun. It's not just there to hold everything, it's a crucial component. It's the throne for your masterpiece. A bad bun can ruin a great burger. A soggy bun, a crime. A dry, crumbly bun, a tragedy. So let's give the bun the respect it deserves. It's more than just bread. First rule, toast your buns, always. No excuses. Toasting does two very important things. It adds a lovely, crisp texture that contrasts beautifully with the juicy patty. And more importantly, it creates a barrier. A barrier that helps prevent the bun from getting soggy from the burger juices and the sauces. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants a soggy bottom. It's a disaster. So toast those buns, properly. How do you toast them? Simple. You can do it on the grill alongside your patties, or in a hot, dry pan, or even under the broiler, but watch them carefully. They can burn in an instant. I like to spread a thin layer of butter, or even a bit of mayonnaise on the cut sides of the bun before toasting. This helps them get beautifully golden brown and adds a little extra richness. Toast them until they're lightly crisp and warm. Not burnt, you muppet. Golden. Choose your bun wisely, as we said before. Something soft, yet sturdy. Brioche is fantastic. Potato rolls are excellent. Even a good quality sesame seed bun can work if it's fresh and has good structure. The bun should complement the burger, not overpower it. It should be the right size for your patty. Not too big, not too small. Goldilocks, just right. This attention to detail, this is what separates the good from the truly bloody brilliant. Section 8. Top toppings. Freshness is king, not limp salad. Your patties are cooked to perfection. Your buns are beautifully toasted. Now, the supporting cast, the toppings. This is where you can add personality, texture, and even more flavor to your burger. But listen to me carefully, less is often more. And freshness is absolutely non-negotiable. We don't want a mountain of confused, wilting rubbish piled on top. We want clean, vibrant flavors that work together. Harmony, you see? Let's start with the classics. Lettuce, crisp, fresh lettuce. Iceberg gives a fantastic crunch. Romaine is lovely too, make sure it's washed and properly dried. Nobody wants watery lettuce making the bun soggy. Tomato, ripe juicy tomatoes, sliced not too thick, not too thin. Use a good flavorful variety, not those pale mealy excuses for fruit. Season your tomato slices with a tiny pinch of salt and pepper. It makes a difference. Onions. Onions. They add a wonderful bite. Thinly sliced red onion, raw, gives a sharp, pungent kick. If you find raw onion too strong, you can soak the slices in ice water for 10 minutes to mellow them out. Or, go for a pile of sweet, deeply caramelized onions. They take time to make properly, but they are absolutely divine. And pickles. Don't forget the pickles. Tangy dill pickles, sliced or as chips. They cut through the richness of the meat and cheese beautifully. What about sauces? Keep it sensible. A good quality ketchup, a decent mustard Dijon, or a classic American yellow. Maybe you've made your own secret burger sauce. Fantastic. But don't drown your burger in sauce. You want to taste the meat, the cheese, the fresh toppings. The sauce is an accompaniment, not the main event. A thin layer on the top bun, or the bottom, or both. But control it. Don't make a sloppy, messy puddle. Precision. Section 9. Burger assembly. Build it tall, build it proud, you winner. This is it. The grand finale. The moment we've all been working towards. Assembling your ultimate burger, all your components are ready. The perfectly cooked patty, resting beautifully. The golden toasted bun. The fresh, vibrant toppings. Now, we build. And there is an art to this. An order, a structure. You don't just throw it all together like a dog's dinner. No, you build it with care. You build it with pride. You build it like a bloody masterpiece. Start with your bottom bun. The foundation. If you're using sauce on the bottom, a thin layer goes here. This can help protect the bun from the meat juices. Then if you like, a layer of crisp lettuce. This also acts as a barrier against sogginess and adds a lovely fresh crunch right against the meat. Some people put the lettuce on top, your choice. But think about texture and structure. Think about the journey of the bite. Next, the star. Your magnificent patty, crowned with that glorious melted cheese. Place it carefully. Then your other toppings. The ripe tomato, the sharp onion, the tangy pickles. Don't overload it. You want to be able to actually eat the thing without it collapsing into a complete and utter mess. Balance is key. You want every bite to have a little bit of everything. A symphony of flavors, remember? Not a chaotic jumble. Finally, the top bun. Perhaps with a little more sauce if you like. Place it on top. Gently press it down. Not too hard. You don't want to squash your beautiful creation. There it is. Your ultimate burger. Standing tall, looking incredible. Serve it immediately. With some perfectly cooked chips maybe, or a simple side salad. But the burger is the hero. You've done it. You've built it from scratch. Now take a bite. That, my friend, is perfection. Well done.